Hey, shalom, 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 shalom. All right, just 1 second here to make sure my connections are right. Okay, appears to be so. All right, shalom, Akim. Kahalo Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Of course, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations also go out to the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways that are pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth, trying to make up the remaining, hopefully, because as we like to stress, time is of the essence. Time is short, all right? And you would think, knowing this, all right, people would be motivated to get their shit straight, to get themselves right, to make sure that their conversation in this context, their conduct, all right, will be pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But, you know, Jake is in that, has that cavalier attitude. You know, I understand that some of that has to do with how Jake handles things, you know. I try not to let him, you know, the old expression, you know, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, you know, that sort of thing. But Jake takes it too far. All these signs and what I'm going to be talking about today is indeed prophecy. And we see these things, all right? We're trying to tell our people, hey, wake the fuck up, all right? You don't see what's going on right in front of your eyes? Evidently not. You know, it's just one of those questions you know the answer before you even, you know, get it out your mouth. But in the back of our minds, we're like, you know what? You're still wrestling with that. Well, damn, if they would just. But then again, you know that, you know the scriptures, you know. Isaiah 29, let's go there real quick. Because you understand that these are these same spirits that are coming back. All right, they didn't get it then. You know, they've been cut off. This is Isaiah 29, chapter 29, verse 10. For the Most High Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and Jake is still asleep. To the extent where what's so sad, and goes to the power of the Most High, that some of them think they're woke. You know, they're deluded. That's the proper word. Let's get that. Hey, we got to go there. Because Jake, man, you just, one of the sad things too, that you realize when you hear Jake, just how they talk amongst each other. It's so sad. Delusion. We're going to get delusion. Let's see. Whoops. Delusional, deluded, whatever. The active process of deluding. All right. A false belief or opinion. All right. That's in the scriptures too. You know, he's going to send them strong delusions, right? Let's look at Merriam-Webster, see what they have to say. Something that's falsely or delusively believed or propagated. All right. Psychology, a persistent false psychotic belief regarding the self or persons or objects outside the self that is maintained despite indisputable evidence to the contrary. Like I started off saying, you cannot see what's right in between, what's right in front of you. That this man is getting ready to come, Salaka, that this man, is getting ready to come down hard. Isaiah 59 and 19. He's going to come in and act like a flood. All right. There are things that are going on that someone in, you know, watching these brothers' videos about this so-called, what do they call it? Havana syndrome, as in Havana, Cuba. All these things happening. And you know, this devil in the background is making his moves. That's what we're trying to tell you. All right. The money system, that's getting ready to change. It's going to leave a lot of Jakes out in the cold. It's already, they passed a bill here in D.C. that mayor we got, talking about it's illegal for them to go cashless here. I don't know how long it's going to last because, hey, that's just the District of Columbia. All right. Supposedly there's other jurisdictions. I know in Florida for certain, maybe Texas. I'm quite sure that also that they're going to try to resist as long as they can. But it's inevitable. This devil's going to make his moves. All right. The reasoning behind, as I was getting ready to say here in the district, they're going to, because they're saying it's discriminatory towards people that don't have bank accounts, things of that nature. But how long is, like I said, that's going to last? You know, Jake is busy being Jake. Like I said, being cavalier, being lackadaisical. Because he thinks that this is it. This is Jake's heaven. How sad, right? How sad. This place that has been the bane of our existence, quite literally. All right. Anyway, again, in psychology, when it talks about delusion, a persistent false psychotic belief regarding the self of persons of objects outside the self that is maintained despite indisputable evidence to the contrary. The amount of gentrification here in the district, again, it's right in your face. They are moving you out Prince George's County and further, you know, east and south. All right. But like myself, I'm like, what did you do when you had the majority, when you had the opportunity, I'll put it that way, to try to do something positive? But no. You know, this devil put all this wicked shit in front of you and you took the bait. You didn't have to get involved in all that drugs and shit like that. Constantly hearing about DC being the murder capital of, you know, the United States or the world. Property values, that same old game. Property value diminished. And they came in and, I mean, you see this, it's a crane. It's like every time you look up, there's a crane somewhere. Oh, let's go at number 2. The act of tricking or deceiving someone, the state of being deluded. And that's our people. All right. Synonyms: daydream, fantasy, a fancy, hallucination, unreality, conceit. That's all you got to get. Hey, Jake got a nice car. You know, the nice car, but he lives in an apartment. Priorities are all fucked up with Jake. Dream, all right, a figment, an illusion. And America is an illusion. All right, so let's go into some more scripture here. Let's get the account. Let's get Deuteronomy 29 and 29. Because again, this is what we're here for. This is Deuteronomy 29 and 29. It says, hold on. The secret things belong unto the Most High Yahweh, our power, not everyone else's. This is the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The secret things belong unto the Most High Yahweh, our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. All right? Of course, you realize this is after Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All right? So, again, these are the things that we were called to do. This is Ezekiel, 3rd chapter. That's what we're out here on the highways and byways. All right? Verse 1 says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll, meaning these scriptures, meaning this word. All right? These laws, statutes, commandments, and also, in this case, the prophecies that come out of here. In these days and times, all right, when it's quite evident, all right, that the Lord Yahweh Shai is, all right, about to make his return. All right. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel. Now, maybe it's just me, but I don't see where it says the whole world is in oikoumene, meaning everyone on the planet. No, it says the house of Israel, both northern kingdom and southern kingdom. All right. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee into the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee unto them, they would have hearkened unto thee. And you see it out there on the line. Every other nation, ears perk up until they get triggered, of course. A few choice words, and I don't mean, being cussed out or anything like that. It's just they come to realize this is not what we were taught. You mean I'm the bad guy? This isn't for me? See ya. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. See? There's Jake. No, man, what do you mean you can't? What about the white man? What about what? Oh, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Let's look at that word, impudent. All right, impudent. Let's see if I got the right one. Hold on. Not reacting to my, all right, Kazakh. All right. Usually in a bad sense, it says strong, hard, bold, violent. All right. As the scripture said, talking about Pharaoh, he hardened his heart. He refused to listen. All right. Let's see. Let's go to get the other one. H40, Strong's H4696. Matazak. All right. Conspicuous, the forehead, brow, forehead. What they used to call people that were, you're just dense. It's just not getting through. All right. Continuing on. 8, behold, I have made thy face strong against their face, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. 9, as an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead, because you got to be. All right. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears. Now let's skip on down to 17. All right. It says, a watchman for Israel. And it came to pass at the end of the 7 days that the word of the Most High Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth, and give them warning from me. All right. So these are not our words. All right. All right. We are a conduit through which, that's the role of a prophet. All right. All right. At least one that has your best interest at heart. All right. It says, verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. And we don't want that. All right. That's another motivation for us, the proper motivation. All right. 19, yet if I warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So we can just, hey, we've done what we were ordered to do. All right. And therefore, what can you say? There's scriptures on that. Again, verse 20, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at that hand, at thine hand. We don't want that. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he does not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul. All right, so let's get an account here. Let's go to 1 Kings, see, 18. All right, and let's go on down here to 19. All right, so y'all remember this. All right, it says, now therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the groves 400, which sat at Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel, and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Most High Yahweh be the power, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. Then said Elijah unto the people, Even I only remain a prophet of the Most High Yahweh, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. And you see all sorts that come up on the line. Muslims, which I personally would rather talk to a tree, prophesy to a tree. But, you know, these people, their minds are seared. All right. That's who they are. That apparently is who they're going to remain. All right. Despite all the things that we see to the contrary, they don't. You know, I read Isaiah 29:10. All right. So that's being purposefully done to them. All right. Let's see. 23. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks. I'm sure you all remember the story here. You know, let them choose 1 bullock for themselves and cut it in pieces and lay it on the wood and put no fire under. I will dress the other bullock and lay it on wood and put no fire under. So, all right. So there was that little contest there. All right. So let's go to Zephaniah, because here's the real root, all right, of a lot of Jake's issues here. They want to stay here. All right. They really want to stay here. It's just the coming judgment on Judah. All these people coming up through the border, the southern border, they make such a brouhaha about. In the meantime, I'm reading about these Ukrainians being brought over here. All of a sudden you have all this money to send over there. And I hope people realize that those Ukrainians, those are those JOOs. All right, that's where all that shit actually started in that region. You got to remember, Amalek was pushed up that bottleneck there between the Black on this side and Caspian Seas, if you're looking for, you know, my angle. And then that, you know, pushed up the Caucasus Mountains there, you know. You know, you got Georgia, you got Kiev, you got all that region there. That's where they were pushed up. There's plenty of stories through the centuries about how nasty and foul a people that they are. But that's just a fancy means of funneling money to those people, pretending to be us, of course. But they come over here, they receive all these benefits. Let's take a peek real quick, if I can. I don't want to. Let's see. What did I do? Let's see. Here it is. Are Ukrainians getting Social Security? U.S. The answer? Yes. Thousands of Ukrainians have found temporary shelter in the U.S. This is earlier this year, February. President Joe Biden is committed to welcoming 100,000 Ukrainians who fled their war-torn nation, which it's not. Everybody knows it's bullshit. You Poland say, we ain't sending you shit else. In other countries, they just left that out of this urgent bill that just passed to extend, another 45 days. The workings, the business of the government. Anyway, it says, find a temporary home in the United States. There are viral videos claiming that President Biden has made it legal for Ukrainian immigrants to get SSI checks. Yes, some Ukrainians who have arrived in the U.S. since Russia's invasion. See? See how they word that? Oh boy. It's all a scam, a huge sham and scam, all right? And could qualify for benefits like supplemental or SSI for a limited amount of time. What we found, according to Cook, whatever that is, there are 3 ways Ukrainians can legally seek refuge here. One is through the Uniting for Ukraine program. Those who qualify can stay in the U.S. for up to 2 years as humanitarian parolees and receive some benefits. But what they're doing to Haitians and what they're doing with our other brothers that are coming up through, through the southern borders, no, they're instantly criminalized. Haitians are, might as well say, immediately chained up, waist chains and chained to the wrist like they've murdered 20 people, whatever. There's a story of one Haitian woman who was begging them to, because her daughter was panicking, to release her so she could comfort her daughter. Nope. Nope, no sympathy for the likes of you. But they go out of their way to set. And I've had some within the last little over a month now. I was on a bus here coming back home. And I would have never known that they were Ukrainians until they opened their mouth. But anyway, let's go back here because like I said, Jake, and here's the thing, is complacent here. This is Zephaniah 1, and let's go straight to the point, verse 12. And it says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees. Let's look at that, on their lees. Strong's H8105, Shamar, something preserved, that is, the settlings of wine. Let's look it up. Let's see, where am I going to go? Let's go here. Hold on. This thing will cooperate. Let's see, lees. All right, sediment settling during fermentation, especially in wine dregs. All right, let's see. And then now, let's see. All right, let's go to Merriam. All right. Actually, let's put the whole expression in. Let's see, settling. Yes, I didn't punctuate. I know that. All right. What the Bible says about lees. Settle on ones. All right. Let's see. Settle on their lees. Let's see. English. Let's see. It refers to the lees, direct sediments of wine or liquor in the bottom. So hence, the idiom refers to someone as something that is at ease, not disturbed or worried. Like what we always go to, talking about the women, Isaiah 32 and starting at 9. All right. Not disturbed or worried. All right. Sometimes this also has reference to a false assurance. Exactly. All right. They think, again, hey, this is going to, we good. We got everything we need. Who cares if, and you will hear some of them actually say that, oh, ain't nothing, y'all paranoid. Ain't nothing going to happen. Shit. All right. Anyway, let's read that. Zephaniah 1 and 12. Let's go back. All right. Not knowing that. Well, I'll get that as soon as I get through with this. Hold on. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Most High Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. 13. You still kept reading? Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. 14. The great day of the Most High Yahweh is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Most High Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. There's always warnings all throughout the scriptures about settling on your lees, being content. We of all people. All right. But in a way, all that we're going through, one wants some relief. I suppose that's just being human. But no, especially when people are yelling, well, out there weekly, sometimes more than once a week, with these messages, these prophecies, inviting you, hey, look at this for yourself, which we always encourage, of course. But see, that's the thing. The Spirit has to be working with you. You hear people say, oh, I've read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Okay, cool. You can read, cool. But what's your comprehension? Not only that, do you understand? And chances are, nope. They'll come up with something and just read it like, what was that guy that used to do the Visine eye drop commercials? Just talking like a monotone and like you're about to go to sleep. I mean, but in any case, no, there's more to it than that. Let's get Proverbs 4:7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. See, because there's a lot more to this than your IQ, your intellect. There's a difference between intellect and wisdom. All right? That's a whole nother video. All right, but there is a difference. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I already read that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, but at some point, all right, and it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Or it will happen. It's going to be too late for Jake when they actually realize what's going on. Then they're going to seek for answers. Hey, I read Ezekiel 3rd chapter, verses 17 on down. We're doing this, the blood at that point is off our hands. We're good. All right. You chose to be willfully ignorant, all right, of all these things in your face. All right. You chose this. And like I said, there's warnings all throughout the Bible. We go to Isaiah chapter 30, chapter 31. But let's go to 36, because there's a clear warning about if you continue. Remember, Isaiah 32, which we use to the women, verse 9 about, all right, the vintage shall fail and all that. You know, all you women wake up that are at ease. Well, let's look what in the time of Sennacherib, all right, his invasion. This is what Isaiah had to say. It says, lo, remember Isaiah 31, the history, chapter 30 and 31, the history behind those is we had a bad habit of going to our enemy for help, as we do today, still under the curses, of course, but willingly doing these things for people that hate us. This is verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. Let's take a look at that. Thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed. Let's look at that word, reed. God dang it, how hard do I have to touch it? Okay, there we go. Strong's H7070, 7070. All right. Quanah, a reed. By resemblance, a rod, especially for measuring. Shaft, tube, stem, the radius of the arm beam of a steelyard. Bone, branch, calamus, cane, reed, spearmint. What is a stalk? What were reeds also used for? You've seen them, maybe some ancient movies, and you would see people, you know, they hiding from someone. They use one of them to, you know, breathe while they're underwater because it's empty inside. And when you, let's see. All right. Now here's the thing. Hold on. Let's see. Now, my purpose for bringing this up. How do you spell that? What is it? Oh, let's see. All right, and we know that. All right. As in, oh crap, I touched the wrong thing. But the delivery system of a certain thing that's coming, how strange that the resemblance, all right, let's see. Needle sense, her syringe complete with needle, synonyms, all right. Let's see. I was trying to find a, I think you get it, but I was looking for a visual. God dang it. Hopefully you understand my point. Let's see. Oh, I said hypo, I said hyper, okay. Let's see. The invention that made mass vaccinations possible. All right. How strange. Hippocrates used syringes made of animal bladders. All right. Let's see. Early versions, I'm reading here, syringes in some form under this picture here, this caption, have been around at least since the time of the Greek physician Hippocrates. You know, they attribute everything to, you know, early versions were crude, constructed of animal bladders and pipes or quills. They were largely used for irrigation, the practice of washing out or flushing a wound or body or, and oh my goodness. Anyway, In the 11th century, an Egyptian ophthalmologist used the first known hypodermic-like tool to remove cataracts. All right. Animal bladder. Let's see. Damn. Injected opium. Damn. Let's see. Like I said, this is good history here to learn. I'll save this, of course. It could be used for something else, but I think you get the idea. All right, see here. Original syringe allowed doctors to estimate dosages. All right, subcutaneous injections. All right, so that's my purpose of making comparisons there when I use, because you depend on your enemy so much, all right, and you end up falling prey, all right, to his devices. All right, there's plenty of warnings about that. Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy, and a whole host of others. All right, these people are our enemies. What do you expect? Lamentations 4 and 17. Let's get that real quick. That goes right along with it. All right. So sad, but As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us, nor would they ever want to, especially in the cases in America. They profit off of us in ways we have yet to realize. They allow immigrants, all our other enemies, to come in and set up shop in our communities. And what does that do? Constantly takes away our wealth or potential, all right, for creating such wealth. And that money goes out to the burbs, all right? That's done on purpose. And yet Jake wants to stay here. He doesn't realize he's so concerned with what's happening in his 10-block radius, his hood, that everything, the important things are happening. This is the world stage, all right? Instead, he's paying attention to these pieces of shit, these sociopaths from amongst our community that are set up, all right, to deceive our people through the, usually, I'll just say, music and entertainment industry. All right? And yet they're putting this out there for you to copy, this death style, because it's not a lifestyle. And yet most of the time, all right, they've got a family. They've got, the big home out in the burbs. But you out here doing dumb shit amongst your own people, all right, which is contributing to what I started off talking about, this gentrification here. All right, it's just this vicious cycle that's what, when you look at the system that we're in, another word for it is a pit that was carefully crafted for us. This is why he's never going to give you reparations. We've been trying to tell you that. He's never going to give you any kind of relief because he uses his golden goose, just for lack of a better term. Because that's all we are at the end of the day to him. He's not going to, as what it says about ancient Egypt, Pharaoh, what? His heart was hardened. He's not going to let. Let's see if I had everything else. I think that is it. Let's see. Yeah, the point was made. It's so sad, Jake. But like it says in Jeremiah 2nd chapter, it poses that question. Is Jake a homeborn slave? Yes. A big resounding yes. Yes. That's why we need to get the hell up out of here. All right, so once again, I hope that you have been edified. All right, that's what my intent is in all my videos, just to show you that, hey, the things to come, it's not pretty. I could have also brought out, in fact, while it's on my mind, you know, I had brought up the issue of these people reading, oh, I've read the Bible. Okay. And you're saying that to say what? This is Amos 3:7. Surely the Most High Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Let me read that again. Amos 3:7. Surely the Most High Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Is everybody a prophet? No. So, hey, that'll do it. You know, Jake is just hard-headed, doesn't even cover it. I mean, just rebellious. All right, wicked and rebellious. All right, so that'll be it for this. Like I said, I hope whoever views this is edified. So until the next video, shalom, shalom.